To create a project in Ignition, you must first launch the Ignition Designer. I'm here on my gateway, and it doesn't matter which section you're in or what page you're on, you should always see this Launch Designer button. Clicking the button will download this designer.jnlp file. And what happens next depends on what browser you're using and how it's configured. Your browser may run the file automatically, or it might ask you what to do. Regardless, you do not need to save the file. You simply need to open or run it. You'll also want to know that Ignition uses Java Web Start to launch the Designer as well as clients. Everything looks alright here, so I'm going to click the OK button. And in just a moment, you'll see the login screen for the Designer. This is a new installation of Ignition, so I'm going to use the admin credentials we've been using to interact with the gateway. I'll click the Login button. And now we have a choice. We can either create a brand new project from scratch, or I can take a look at some of the other projects that have been created on this gateway. I'll click on this project over here. When I do, we can see some details such as when it was last modified, who modified it, and how many total changes have been made. The projects that appear on the list on the left over here entirely depend on which gateway this Designer session was launched from. The Designer can only open projects that have been created on the same gateway. So if I had another gateway on the same network with some different projects, I would have to launch the Designer from that second gateway. With this project selected, I'm going to click the Open Project button, and my Designer here is now fetching project resources from the gateway. And here we are, we're inside the Designer, and I have my window from the last time I worked on it. So now I'm ready to start making changes or adding new windows.